Mike, Abby, let's not let a grieving father go to jail for the rest of his life. Can we talk deal?
Depends. What are you offering, Christina?
1 year in county plus probation. You give us the time. He doesn't belong in jail.
You're kidding, right? He's a killer. I got the bloodstains on my jacket to prove it.
Here's our counteroffer.
Here's our counteroffer. If the scales of justice show that you performed extremely well in court, you might try for the maximum sentence of murder 225. If you are less confident, however, consider a lesser charge that both of you and the defense feel is appropriate. Remember, if the scales of justice don't favor you, the defense is likely to reject your offer. Click the transcript to review the legal definitions of murder versus manslaughter. I already know murder. Murder is when you plan it out. Manslaughter is when you accidentally kill someone. But we'll go ahead and show it. Okay. Here they are. Offer murder if you feel the defendant acted in a premeditated manner and knew what he was doing at the time of the murder. Offer manslaughter if you feel the defendant acted out of passion or insanity, or was provoked, not entirely responsible for his actions. See? Okay, so I can do man 2 for 2 years, man 1 for 10 years, or man 2 for 25. Which one do I do? Definitely not man 2 for 2, because that's ridiculous. I could do man 1 for 10, or I can do man 2 for 25. The scale is leaning on my side, so I think I'm going to go with this one.
Murder 2, 25 years, but with the possibility of parole at 15. If you're the good person you say you are, then it shouldn't be a problem.
I guess we'll take our chances in court then. Thanks for the chat, counselor.
Well, you know, they were more on my side. Maybe I could only do that if I had 100. Maybe I should have gone with murder 1 for 10. Okay, give me a second. Okay, this is it. You fought long and hard. Try to get your conviction. Avoid testimony about Trevino's mental state or his feelings towards Baran. This will confuse the jury. Focus on the premeditation. Shooting, PTSD, Baran's daughter. Baran's daughter? I didn't know Baran had a daughter. Alright, we'll go shooting.
What was your intent when you brought the gun into your daughter's murder trial?
I don't know. I don't know.
Answer the question, Mr. Trevino. What was your intent?
To kill him, I guess.
New topics are now available. PTSD diagnostic. Whatever. Oh my god, I can't say that now. Diagnosis. Baran's daughter, which doesn't make sense to me. Morality or intent. No, I don't want to talk about that one, to whatever that one means. I don't want to talk about that one, I don't think. Or that one. I'm just going with intent.
You say you had the intent to kill Baran. When did you decide you wanted to kill him?
I didn't really. I don't know. It was a feeling. You gotta understand.
Was it when you tried to buy a gun?
I didn't try to buy a gun. It wasn't premeditated like that.
Is this true? No. What evidence contradicts his claim? Chav's anger proves he's capable of anything. Mickey admitted in court that Chav tried to buy a gun. His admitted intent proves his innocence. His father admitted to police that Mickey tried to buy the gun. Excellent work, counselor!
We already presented evidence that you did try to buy a gun, several weeks before the killing.
I don't know. That morning, I guess.
New topics. Morning premeditation.
In the hours in between that morning, when you decided to kill Mr. Baran, and that afternoon when you did it, what did you do?
Nothing. I prepared, I guess.
You prepared? You didn't call anyone for help or talk to anyone?
Oh, yeah, I called my doctor. I tried to act responsibly, so I called him. He said, don't worry about it.
Can you disprove this? Yes. Because Mickey said that his doctor was, out on vacation. Mickey told the court that Chav's doctor was on vacation. Mickey told the court Chav asked him to sneak a gun into court. Vincent told the court Chav's doctor was on vacation. Chad admitted he had no doctor.
Your son already told us your doctor was on vacation. Nice try, Mr. Trevino.
Whoa. Black screen.
The VA has a hotline for PTSD, correct?
Yeah.
But you didn't call them for help, because by then you had already decided to kill Baran, and you systematically followed through on your plan, didn't you?
I was insane.
You were angry. There's a huge difference.
Objection!
For this testimony, the jury sides with the prosecution. You won by +20 if we got that +20 back. Overall, the jury seems convinced by your case. I'm just doing my job.
Chav Trevino did shoot Alexander Baran. It's true. But the important question is why? Under our laws, the charge of murder may be reduced in the event of extreme emotional distress. His pride and joy. His daughter Rachel ripped away from him forever by a rapist and a murderer who then tried to claim diplomatic immunity and run away instead of accepting his punishment like a man. It was too much. Extreme emotional distress. Chavez Trevino only did what many of us fantasize we would do in his place. Was it right? No. He knows it wasn't right. But at the time, when he acted, right and wrong were drowned out by a raging storm of flashbacks, stress, and injustice. With therapy, he can heal again. Give him that chance. Look into your hearts and ask yourself if Chav Trevino is a cold-blooded murderer like Alexander Baran, or just a brave and broken father, doing the only thing that made sense.
Oh no! This is your chance to appeal directly to the jury and make your case to them. Pick topics you feel will strengthen your argument and avoid the ones you feel will incite sympathy for Chav Trevino or make you look like a bully. Okay, topics. Premeditation. Chav is a psycho. Chav is a jerk.
I think the defense would like to confuse you about what is extreme emotional distress and what is a father's natural grief over his daughter's unfair death. To set a precedent that every grieving father has the right to gun down the suspected killer is a very, very
I
dangerous
like how
one
that's the
indeed.
only juror we get to see. Sanctity of justice. We're going with this one.
We agree that within these walls, we must respect due process. We respect the law, no matter how we might personally feel about the defendants before us. Chavez Trevino didn't see it that way. He thought this was just a room, a place where he could barge in and draw a weapon and fire with no regard. Chav Trevino said, "The hell with justice. I want revenge."
Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, the people have shown you the evidence that Chavez Trevino's acts were premeditated. Not a burst of impulse, not a symptom of his PTSD. Mr. Trevino killed a man in cold blood.
For this testimony, the jury sides with the prosecution. You won by +40! Oh my god, my score is over 100! We are totally getting a convention.
Have you reached a verdict?
We have, Your Honor.
And how do you find?
We find the defendant, Chavez Trevino, guilty of murder in the first degree.
Oh, we were trying for
We
first
thank
degree?
you for your service. Defendant is remanded into custody until sentencing.
Mike! Abby!
The headlines aren't pretty, are they, Jack?
I'll take this one on the chin. The only way to wield the power of this office responsibly is through the equal and just application of the law. We don't get to bend the rules. That just leads to chaos. Oh, and good job.
Yeah, his voice isn't exactly on, but
Right.
whatever.
Thought you'd be out having a drink.
Nah, I'm going through some old files on the Preppy case.
Trying to tie the gun to Trevino?
And coming up cold. I wish Lenny was still around. He was good at this kind of thing.
Well, this ought to cheer you up. Turns out, Mickey Trevino is an HVAC contractor for the city.
Okay.
Guess where he did a midnight repair 24 hours before the Alexander Baran trial?
Superior Court. He snuck the gun into an air duct.
Shall we go have a word with him?
Ooh, it's over. So, by the way, I just realized who the male detective we were most of the time was. I'm pretty sure he was on Law and Order before. He was like a temporary detective that was like from narcotics or whatever, from a different precinct. I think, I'm not entirely sure, so his voice was off if that's the one I'm thinking of. And Jack's voice was slightly off, and I don't know about Mike. I don't know who Mike is, honestly. Or Krista, or Christina, or whatever her name was, the defense attorney. And I don't know if Abby's voice was on or off. It seemed pretty, like, just based off of how she looked, it seemed pretty accurate. But despite that, boom! We are done with episode 1! I think it was pretty good. I'm gonna continue to play. And if you like this game, go ahead and download it and stuff while it's half price. Pretty good game if you like Law and Order or just criminal justice games in general. But I'll let these credits continue to roll. I will see you guys next time. Bye bye!